Let me be your Peter.
I'm Peter, this is Emily, she's in China, and we're here talking this week about, well, last week there was protests, there was COVID, now it's all solved, it's all cured. We've done away with it, and you guessed it. Last week you called it, you knew what was gonna happen. Did they listen? Is this because of you?
It's all thanks. Yeah, no, last week the world was burning down, and now this week things are like going back to normal.
So we're not back to normal totally yet.
Yeah.
We're still on the roof, but we might be on the roof from now on because I really like it up here.
Yeah, it's nice. But the people asked to be let out, and then we were. And it's going.
So far.
It's going.
So far. And because we are allowed out, but we're all kind of like very, very trepidatious. Is that a word?
It is, I
Great.
think so. It is, it's a bit like, because the beginning of lockdown is always like, or any restrictions are like, this is happening, it's happening now. Now it does not happen anymore. But the end is always like, oh, hey, did you hear? We can go outside. Like literally our neighbor knocked on our door and was like, yeah, we can go out now. There was like no real official.
Well, it took, because we did a video, if you go back a few videos, we did a video that like throughout the day, you could watch the whole place close down. This door closed, this door closed, this door closed.
Yeah.
And then
we saw like people pack up their cars to go to their country house.
Yeah.
You can hear the traffic noises
Hey.
now. The protests, I mean, they asked for some things.
What you said last week.
Oh yeah, I called it. I mean, if you're not an idiot, I think it was easy to see that the protest happened, and
Ain't no frickin' Nostradamus.
I think the powers that be also saw it was an unsustainable situation, so they're making changes. But because it was like emergency on top of emergency, we have lockdown and then anger about the lockdown. Like, I'm not sure what comes next.
So these are ass notes now. You're going to use your mental powers to guess what's going to happen now.
100%. This is all
Ass notes.
speaking out of my ass. I have no more information than you, except that I live here.
Welcome to Ass Notes.
And some of you live here too, I believe. Welcome to Ass Notes. So the official acknowledgement is mass testing and mass lockdowns are too severe and not graceful way to do it.
Let's try it again.
So the thing that is acknowledged is mass testing and mass lockdown are not the right ways to handle COVID. But I don't think we've decided, you and
me
and Peter in our policy meetings, that COVID is just not a problem. Like other places have decided that.
Everyone's still wearing masks. We just came back from the mall and everyone has a mask on.
Everyone's still wearing masks, and that's not like a culture war point, so get over it.
I don't want to hear it.
We're not wearing masks because we're the only two people on the roof, but when we do go outside, we wear masks because
it's fun.
It's effective and fun.
It's comfortable.
I talked to some of my students. One of our discussions last term was like, what are the good things and bad things about wearing a mask? A lot of the women said, I don't have to do makeup, I could just wear a mask and it's fine, which is true. Like, don't look at my face. Mask.
Nice.
Masks are not a problem.
Okay.
This is my assiest prediction. I have nothing to go on but just a general sense of the trend. I think we're going to see renewed emphasis on vaccine.
Aha.
Everyone's vaccinated, mostly everyone's vaccinated, but the testing was the thing that everybody leaned on. And I think we're still going to do test and trace and track and trace. This is my guess. We're going to see more vaccines. And I know that China's been trying to develop its own mRNA vaccine. We're getting sciencey.
Because you're a professor at a medical university.
I know this fall there's at least one company that was close to like having one ready. Because I think that, China wants to use China stuff, so they didn't want the other mRNA vaccines, even though they are more effective than the live vaccine. So that's it. Drugs. drugs for
More
everybody.
drugs.
That's what I think is going to happen. And I mean, they'll have to have.
Do you think it'll work? Has any of your students given you any kind of information that that helps you guided your ass notes in that direction?
Nah, we haven't really talked about that. It's funny. I think the classes are divided by specialty, because one class really likes to talk about periodontitis, which is a gum disease. So, like, I don't know. I don't think I have a class of vaccine specialists. So while we were recording yesterday, China approved 4 new COVID vaccines for emergency use. So it looks like that's their strategy. One of them actually is a nasal vaccine, in addition to another inhalable vaccine that they have, which I think is really neat. We tend to think our experience of medical science is, you know, you go to a doctor when you're a kid and that's what doctoring is. With specifically COVID, a lot of medical advances have been made around the world, and I think that's really, really cool. Go science. There's a chance we humans might best the virus yet. Yeah, so I don't know. Is the too long didn't read? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just waiting for the butter to get back on the shelves so I can get to making some cookies.
Oh, delicious cookies. Subscribe for more cookies, because you got to hit that like button. You got to subscribe to us. Apparently we're the last foreigners in all of China.
We're only foreigners.
We're the only
in China.
foreigners. Everyone has left the country. And tune in next time and see if we make cookies. Maybe go into one of those home.
There's a major announcement. We're pivoting the channel to cookies.
Just when you thought we were going to do politics, we're going to
All
do cookies.
All the
We
time.
could do cookies that are like a presidents and leaders.